Good morning, Gemini. Welcome to your general reading. These are general messages. Please take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. My name's Clive. This is Emery's Tarot you're watching. Just to emphasise on what I've just said, if it doesn't resonate naturally, please do not try to make it fit, as this will just lead you to wrong conclusions. So, without further ado, let's see what messages the universe has for you. What does the sign of Gemini need to know? Well, there you are. Stepping back in your power. You're acting rather cold towards somebody, Gemini. You are making much more logical decisions. All right. You are guarded with somebody. I'm kind of getting there's a situation here that you've come to the end of the rope with, so to speak. You no longer invest in yourself into this situation emotionally. I'm getting there's a decision here from results from a past conversation. Okay, I'm getting that you are now making a very, very logical, determined decision. But it's not an emotional one. It's one much more of, intellect. You're thinking about the history of this situation and you're being much more logical about it. Okay, you are getting ready to move. You are poised. But I'm kind of getting that you have got some news to tell somebody. There's a conversation that you feel you need to have with truth, honesty, and, I'm kind of getting no inhibitions with this, Gemini. You're not holding back. You've been holding back in the past. I'm kind of getting now you feel it's time for the truth. And there is a particular situation here and a certain somebody that you are in the process of leaving behind. You're becoming a very, very strong individual now. You realise that once you make this decision, there's no turning back. I'm getting you've no intentions of turning back. What's led to this is a tower moment, but you're well aware on the road to recovery. You see, you're standing tall. I'm kind of getting that after a lot of deliberation, you've healed and seen the truth about the situation, the history of the situation. You're healing much faster than you anticipated. It's kind of like the real you. This has brought out the real you. There's a sudden abrupt change, taking place now, and a lot of this change is within you, and about a long-standing connection. You're beginning to see a brighter future. There's been a lot of despondency here, but you're well on the road to recovery here from a past connection. I'm kind of getting for some of you that this tower moment happened a while ago. There was a complete breakdown, a complete separation. It happened big time. Certainly, if you didn't separate physically, say you're married, but you didn't separate physically, you're certainly separated emotionally. Now you're just being you. As I say, you're becoming totally uninhibited. There is a conversation, a truthful conversation you feel you need to have with somebody. Okay. A lot of you are in the process of concentrating on the future. What I'm getting, after a period of separation, somebody from the past, a connection from the past, trying to come back in. But metaphorically, the jury's out on that one. You haven't decided. I'm getting you will decide, But at the moment you're blowing very cold to this. You're thinking more of the future. You've been dealing with a player type energy, somebody that's been, you feel, taken advantage of you. Okay. They certainly didn't expect you to act the way you did, which caused this. They thought you were more reliant on them than you actually were. I'm picking up an honest conversation here going forward. I'm picking up somebody re-entering your life, okay? And it's a bit like an intellectual and emotional explosion here. I'm picking up a very straight to the point conversation. You're not in the mood for messing about. There was a lot of drama in the past with this person. But, you know, I'm kind of getting, after a lot of deliberation, a lot of thought, it's not an illogical decision, but a very spontaneous decision, you know, to relocate or at least travel, spending time away from your present situation. King of Cups. You're certainly keeping your emotions in check here. As I say, you've grown very, very strong. I'm even picking up to a point on your phone, deleting messages. There's a new opportunity here for a lot of you. And dealing with a person you feel much more compatible with. There's somebody here you have a lot of feelings for. You are doing your best to hide it. This is why you're acting cold. But you've certainly shocked this person. They didn't expect to turn around like this. They didn't expect you to act like this. I'm getting there's a parental influence in this as well. It could well be you're dealing with somebody who is married and you've been putting up, and the energy's been building up. You've been putting up with, you know, them being in and out of your life for a long, long time. Okay, but now it's coming to the point of like a fiery climax, and it will, after a conversation, it will enable you to make a decision whether to keep this person in your life or not. But they certainly want to come back in for sure. Some of you will cut this loose. Your perspective is changing. You're being much more realistic about the situation. I'm kind of getting in the past, you know, it didn't work because of you had unrealistic expectations, but now going forward, your expectations are very, very different. You're beginning to see the truth of the matter here. You're beginning to see the truth about yourself. Yeah, you do have feelings here, but you're keeping them well hidden. You're keeping your feelings well in check. Reconciling yourself with the past. Okay, I'm picking up recovery here. Somebody from your past coming back in. Okay, in and out, up and down, up and down. You feel you've been treated more like an option than a priority. No longer putting up with it. You're in self-preservation mode now. Whether this person is acting as an independent, I'm kind of getting there is a love interest on their side that's affecting their attitude towards you. They could be married, they could have been living with somebody a long time, they could be well attached to a parent. But it's an emotional bond that they're kind of not willing to break. There's somebody new here for you. This person is trying a fresh approach. And your intuition and that, it perhaps feels that it's being a bit manipulative. But you've got all the answers you need from your past. I'm kind of getting that going forward, you are dealing with your past in a very, very amenable way, really. You're certainly not reacting to this. There's real definition about this. There's a real certainty about this. You know, it's like a point of no return. Hence this. Things are developing in a very, very unexpected way. And a lot of these changes are acting internally on you. But there's a past person here for some of you. They don't want to let you go. And there's a lot of jealousy and resentment. As I say, for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who is married, or you're even married. But it's invoking, this conversation and decisions you're making now is invoking conflict. But I'm getting that you're conquering that intellectually. You're calling a truce on the situation. You are tired of the fighting. A lot of you have been very giving way to this person in the past. You are cutting your losses. You know, you're realising that, you know, you're giving up on somebody because you realise they're never going to change. And you're cutting your losses and you're turning that loss into a victory, because perhaps, whether you know this or not, there is somebody new here coming in, will come into your life. Perhaps a friend at the moment who has much more feeling much more feeling for you than you're aware of. Put your teeth back in, Clive. Kind of got tongue tied there. All right. You can dictate the way this goes. Okay. You've got the power. You're certainly standing in your power. But I'm getting the universe has something much better planned for you. There's a lot of, you're forgiving the past, you're forgiving yourself. You are facing your demons. Okay. It's like metaphorically killing two birds with one stone. Dealing with the past and allowing something new to come in. With this Nine of Swords here, you know, perhaps somebody here trying to lay the guilt trip on you, but you're not having none of that. You are well on the road to recovery. Okay, and you know, most of all, you know, we each make decisions in relationships or work or whatever part of our life, and sometimes they're not, it's done with feeling or whatever and the best intentions, but they don't work out that way. We feel a bit guilty. We feel we need to forgive ourselves for that, because whatever decisions we made, that we must take responsibility for our own decisions and the consequences and our actions. And for that, you're learning to do that, and that's giving you a lot of strength and a lot of independence. I feel here that there is somebody who you've been giving way, you know, and that they've just been feeling more superior. You've been kind of playing to their ego. But I feel here they, you know, once you move on, they're going to regret losing you. Karma, does work in very mysterious ways. Allowing a lot of healing to take place. Okay. I'm even picking up a new job opportunity. I'm picking up for some of you relocation. Travel at the very least. Okay, to just enjoy yourself. But you, this is more you taking a very, very different perspective on your life. Okay, and there is somebody around you who tries to pay on your obligations. They are very traditional. Okay, and despite whether they're married or not, whether there's children involved or not, you know, you could even be leaving a family situation here, somebody you've been with for a long, long time, and you've met somebody new, and you want to travel. There's a lot of excitement coming your way. You feel you can get a lot of spiritual growth out of this, but certainly you are closing the door on the past, and you're having a much clearer vision of the future. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching.